Okay, I had to do this video because I want to roll up all the things that your salesperson wishes he could tell you, but can't because he would get fired and you wouldn't buy from him, all right? So here's my laundry list. Check out my other videos for why these things are, but just to throw it all out there at once. Okay, number one, these do not come with manuals. RVs do not come with manuals like you think that they would. You're gonna get a big bag. It's gonna have a ton of manuals in it. Most of them are not going to be too helpful. They're not going to apply to the product that you have. They're very generic in nature, but the point being, don't think you're going to get a manual that's specific to your model or your floor plan. That just doesn't happen, okay? Number two, these don't come with anything, all right? What you see is what you get. They don't come with sewage hoses or regular hoses, adapters, plug-in, nothing. And it doesn't matter if you spend $10,000 or $250,000, except for a few dealerships that buck this trend. For the most part, nothing comes with your trailer. You need to go get all those parts and everything yourself. Okay, three, it doesn't come with a TV. If you don't see a TV in there when you shop and order it or buy it, it doesn't come with a TV. Now, it may have come with a TV when they bought it, but if the dealer has been robbed and that TV is gone, it might not come with a TV anymore. So that's just how that works. Don't expect the TV if you don't see one on the wall. You're not gonna get a call from your salesperson. He's not gonna give you a call to follow up, probably. Of course, there are people trying to buck this trend, and this is not 100%, but in general, you're not gonna get a follow-up person or a follow-up call from the salesperson. Also, most salespeople do not live the RV lifestyle. In fact, most people in the industry do not have an RV, do not RV, and do not live the lifestyle. So don't expect your salesperson to know everything about the lifestyle or that particular RV, that particular anything. They don't, they're selling it to you. So just have that expectation, all right? Okay, another thing, for the most part, these only come with 1-year warranties. And again, I don't care if you spent $10,000 or $300,000, you get a 1-year warranty. Now, there are some manufacturers that are pushing on that. We're starting to see 2-year warranties. We're starting to see a little bit more. For a motorhome, your chassis and your motor, that kind of stuff might be warranted. But in general, you are safe to assume you get a bumper to bumper for a year. That's standard, that's normal. Just buy an extended contract if you don't like it. Okay, your appliances have their own warranty. So, make sure you keep up on that, because your fridge, your washer dryer if you've got one, microwave, all that kind of stuff. It's gonna have its own warranty, but bumper to bumper, 1 year, that's all you're gonna get. Okay, the dealer is not gonna show you how to use everything, okay? Even if he could, even if he tried to, you're not paying attention during the walkthrough. Sometimes you're trying to take notes and video record it or whatever you can, but for the most part, it's not the right time and it's not the right place, which is why you need training from RV masters, because you're not paying attention during the walkthrough. So the dealer is not gonna show you everything that you need to know to successfully go camping the first time. So set that expectation, all right? Here's another thing. Stuff is not gonna be finished, all right? These are trailers, these are RVs, these are motorhomes, unless you get into the high dollar stuff. So I'm talking to the most of you, not the, high dollar. Unless you get into the high dollar stuff, stuff's not finished. There's gonna be cut ends that were not polished off or taped over or whatever. There's gonna be exposed OSB or exposed plywood. There's gonna be, at the end of the counter next to the stove, there's gonna be a hard cut finish. And that's just what it is. They're not 100% finished in terms of the fit and the finish. That's normal. It's just normal. It's normal to see the putty from the holes. When they put a staple gun in and they're tacking up the trim, they'll cover it over with a quick thumb and some putty, and you'll see those dots all over the ceiling. Normal. That's completely normal. All right, another thing, your extended service contract does not cover what you think it covers. Read it, and maybe even bounce it off somebody else who has an RV. They do not cover, like you would think, we get extended service contracts with vehicles. If anything breaks, we just take it in and we think it's gonna be covered. RV world, no. Make sure you know what is covered and what is not. Don't make assumptions on the warranty or the service contract. Okay, something else, don't expect your salesperson to know the specs on every single unit that's on the lot. They could have 100 to 600 units on the lot. These change all the time, the parts change all the time, the specs and the components and the builds change all the time. Do not hold it against your salesperson when you ask him what size is the gray tank and he guesses, it's probably 40 to 60. Don't expect him to know all of that. It's just, you can't. There's too much to know and it changes too much. So back off on the sales guy. Here's another thing. you may not hear from finance for a few days. You're gonna come in, you're gonna make the purchase, it's a whirlwind, you're gonna sign stuff, and you're gonna leave, and you don't hear anything for 3 days. That is normal in many, many cases. That is normal. You might even wake up one day and think, did I dream that or did I buy an RV? I don't quite remember. Where's that paper? Normal, normal, normal. If you are wondering what's going on, call the finance manager, see how things are going. They probably would appreciate some push on our side to help them out because they are so busy, okay? All right, I said this before and I'm kind of repeating, but I want to expand on the point a little bit. The people in the RV industry don't really live the RV lifestyle. They're not going to connect with you. They're not going to be able to give you the stories. In most cases, they don't know what it's like to live and sleep and work in these RVs and these machines, okay? They're in the business of selling them. And the demand is so high that in the RV industry, you work from like February, March, straight through to September to the Hershey show. It is brutal. They do not get a day off. They do not get vacations. They do not get family time. It's often an 8 to 8, 8 in the morning to 8 at night, 6 days a week job for just about everybody in the industry. It is insane because it's seasonal, okay? In the wintertime, everything slows down and they try to get to a normal life, but there is zero time for people that are in the industry to actually go out and RV and go camping. It's a travesty, but it doesn't happen. Here's another thing. You're gonna open up a brochure and it's gonna have colors and options, all right? Oh, there's options. Oh, this comes in brown. Great, can I get a brown one? No, you can't get a brown one because we only have the dark brown one on the lot. Please buy the dark brown one that's on the lot. People, I almost said we, people do not like custom ordering RVs. It's not fun, nobody likes it. And again, I shouldn't say everybody and nobody. Yeah, I know that there's high-end dealerships, there's high-touch dealerships. There's always some exceptions to this rule. I'm talking to the 90% of us, all right? We don't like ordering units. It's a hassle. The factories are behind. We can't control the delivery date. It might be 6 weeks, it might be 6 months because you want brown. You know what? Get a rug, throw it down, maybe hang a picture or put a towel up. It's okay on the color, just get the dark brown one, all right? So don't think that, oh, it comes with an option. Those options actually are a little bit more for the dealers. So when you see an option that says, well, this trailer comes with a booth or a dinette, someone's gonna come in with a brochure and say, oh, can I get the one with the dinette? No, sorry, we really like the booth and here's why you should look at the booth, all right? The dealer can buy the one with the booth or the dinette, but in the industry, we really don't want you going through and kind of, picking apart and trying to do a custom order thing. It's just not how it works. It's not a bad thing. Nobody hates you. They're not trying to be jerks about it. These are big machines built by hand, one at a time by real people that make mistakes. They're trying to do it in a hurry because we're growing like crazy because we all want to get out there and have fun, but we also want to feel like we're driving $1 million RV for $10,000. Come on, people. Not how it works, okay? And your salesperson can't tell you any of this. He has to smile. He has to tell you that don't worry, we'll take care of you. We'll do whatever we have to do to earn your business. And that is true. That is true. That is what they're trying to do. But there's only so much they can do because of the constraints of the industry, okay? Now, these are not necessarily like dirty little secrets, and I'm not airing the laundry of the RV industry. Again, I'm gonna say this probably in every video. RVs are wonderful. They're awesome. I love them. At the end of the day, they're boxes on frames, on wheels that are just, we can take anywhere we want. We love it. It's great. Okay. All right. I'll tell you how busy this industry is, okay? I am standing in the back lot, in the back corner, trying to get away from the noise, and he's taking the RV, happens to be the one I'm standing in front of. Actually, they're shuffling these all day. They're constantly moving them, constantly shuffling them. You'll go by an RV shop, and sometimes to us on the outside, we look in and it's like, gosh, they have 500 RVs in there, and it looks like they've always had 500 RVs. I wonder if they ever move them. Yes, this inventory rotates completely, bumper to bumper through the entire lot. Quickly. I had no idea he was taking that one. It looked like it was out here in the corner where nobody is. So apparently not. Okay, if you've got questions, if you want to know more, comment down below. Please subscribe to the RV Masters. We'd love to get this message out to more people. I love I love RVs. I want everyone to have an RV. I want everyone to get out there and have a great time in it. But, you've got to know what you're getting into. And I think that's fair. I think it's fair to the industry. I think it's fair to the dealers, to the salespeople. I don't know how some of this information is going to be received, if it, gets out there to the right people or the wrong people. I don't know how they'll see it, but RVs are wonderful and they're awesome and everybody should have one. But they come at a cost, they come at a price. There is no free lunch, all right? Everything in life is a trade-off, and the trade-off is completely worth it. I love it. It's the most awesome thing in the world. Just know what you're getting into, be educated, be informed, be prepared, and you will have the most fun you've ever had with any other toy that you've ever bought, all right? This is how you get to the fun faster. I almost forgot something. I checked my notes. I had to make sure I covered this. Parts. Again, Parts has its own video. Please check it out. I have a slide issue with my lovely baby right now. It's actually here at the dealership in the parking lot, getting some work on the slide, okay? I'm getting all new slide motors. I'm getting all new slide parts. I'm actually very excited about that. It's kind of like getting a brand new slide, but I'm going through my service contract, my extended service contract. They have to get approval because it's breaking a certain amount of thousands of dollars, and so they have to get a special approval. That's taking, I think we're on the 4th day now. Then they're gonna have to get the guy a part number. Apparently they've got to come up with and invent a part number for a pretty common part. Then, this is the best part. The factory said, we need 10 days from the time, 10 business days from the time that you order it. We need 10 business days to build it. They are custom building my slide mechanisms and parts from the ground up, whatever that means, and they need 10 days to do it. So no, they're not sitting on a boneyard or junkyard. There's not a whole bunch of parts. They don't have an inventory. They don't just go back and have someone pick it off the shelf and send it to me. No, they are building from zero the parts that we're gonna put in my RV in 2 weeks. So another thing that we can't tell you before you buy an RV, but I think that if you really want to live the lifestyle, this information should not stop you from buying an RV. It's reality, and the reality is also that it's wonderful. Do not be afraid of the reality. Do not shy away from it. Just be prepared like anything else in life. There's trade-offs, there's a cost, and it's worth it. It can be wonderful. So wanted to make sure I didn't forget that because to me that's kind of funny and that's what's happening right now.